Welcome back to the farm. Today we're going to be talking about fertilizing and ensuring that you get maximum yield for your crops. Welcome to the second tutorial. You'll learn how to fertilize your fields for the highest possible yield of your crops. Get on the tractor and attach the weight and the manure spreader. Remember, just like in the first tutorial, I still recommend that you lift the weight first and then attach the back item second. Manure is a good fertilizer, smelly but economical. You'll be able to get this stuff for free from your cows and pigs. Select the manure spreader and turn it on, then distribute it rigorously across your acre. You can see it actually has quite a wide distance there, much wider than the tractor in fact. Well done. By doing this you add nutrients to the soil, making it more fertile. Every time the soil is worked or plants are growing, you will be able to add another layer of fertilizer. To get the best yield, you should fertilize a field 3 times during a growth cycle. Let's look at another form of fertilization. Slurry. Oh dear, yep, it smells. It's free of charge from your animals, so let's use it. Head over to your tractor. Attach the weight in the manure barrel, then turn it on and spray your field. So this is something quite new to FS17, the attention to detail of the soil nutrients. This was lacking in FS15 and all games before it. Again, you can see that the width of the spray is wider than that of the tractor. Just something to note when you're starting out. Another job well done. More nutrients equal more crops. How about you fertilize in a less smelly way now? A weeder is also an easy and economical way to improve the yield of your crops. It needs no refill, unlike the 2 previous ways, but the downside is that it can only be used at one specific stage of the growth cycle, only once the new plants have sprouted, but before they have grown too tall. Enter the tractor again. Attach the weight and the weeder and then unfold it and drive it over the field. The weeder will rip the small weeds out between your growing crops so that they have more room to grow and will not have to compete with the weeds for nutrients. If you forget to lower it, don't worry, just reverse back up and make sure that you lower it the second time. To lower it, just press button V. Excellent. Weeders are quite well suited to meadows since grass continually grows and the weeder can be used often as grass is less delicate than crops. Manufactured fertilizer, solid or liquid, is relatively expensive but more concentrated, requiring less application. Also, the machines for this type of fertilizer can manage quite wide areas in one go. Go over to your tractor and the sprayer. Attach the weight and sprayer as always and fertilize your field. Now don't worry about damaging your crops. In FS17 they have continued the ethos of no damage, which is a shame in my humble opinion, but there are mods that mean if you drive over your crops you will destroy them, and that suits me. That's it, quick wasn't it? The last and maybe most interesting way to fertilise is through the use of catch crop. In our case, the fastest growing oilseed radish. It takes some extra time investment, but it is also on the cheaper side. After a harvest, you can sow oilseed radish instead of a crop you intend to harvest. Once the radishes have started growing, all you need to do is break and burrow them into the ground, destroying them, but leaving a lot of organic matter and nutrients in the soil. Try it. Go to your tractor. Attach the weight and cultivator and cultivate the field as you are used to doing. Once again, I much prefer the mod which forces you to get out of the tractor and attach implements manually. More on that later. Got a little bit too excited there. There you go. Another way to fertilise the soil, quite biologically. Out of all the ways to fertilise, pick which one you like to do and can afford, but remember to fertilise 3 times during a growth cycle, before the harvest, to get the maximum yield. If you wish, you can try some of the more advanced and specific tutorials, or head into the career mode and start farming your own land.